In a first world country with much civilization as the US, death sentence sounds weird. Death row inmate has been executed in South Carolina. Freddie Owens, a death row inmate, has been executed on Friday, September 20, in South Carolina, United States. The former convict was convicted in 1997 of killing a convenience store clerk during a robbery attack. Freddie was formerly known as Allah Kali Divine Black, and he has been on death row for 27 years before he was eventually executed on Friday. He was found guilty of participating in a robbery of a convenience store during which the store clerk was shot dead. This happened in 1997. Allah's lawyer had filed for clemency with the state's governor, Eric MC Master, but his clemency appeal was denied. This is the reason the US Supreme Court refused to stop the execution. Well, Allah's execution is the first execution that will be effected in South Carolina in the last 13 years. The last execution before this was in 2011. According to reports, Allah, at the age of 19, participated in the armed robbery and murder of a cashier, Irene Graves, a 41-year-old woman who was working at a convenience store in 1997. During the robbery attack, Graves was shot in the head. This led to her death. Allah was 19 at the time the crime was committed, and juvenile delinquency could not have availed him. But spending his teen years and adult years in a cell and eventually being executed must have been a not so good experience for him, and it plays a traumatic experience to anyone who might be in his shoe, might be in a death row like him. Allah was executed by leather injection in front of 3 media witnesses at the Broad River Correctional Institution in Colombia. Present at his execution venue was Graves' son-in-law, and some members of Christopher Brian Lee's family, a former cellmate whom Allah killed in 1999. They were all present during his execution on Friday. A report released by WYFF revealed that Allah was served a nice meal consisting of 2 cheeseburgers, fries, a well-done rib-eye steak, 6 chicken wings, 2 strawberry sodas, and a slice of apple pie before he was killed by leather injection. Well, I think this is fattening the calf before slaughter. What is the motive behind entertaining an inmate to a rich dinner when the next action is to take his life? Around 6:35 p.m., Allah bid his lawyer bye and started receiving the leather injection. He was pronounced dead 20 minutes after. This sounds weird. All through the prosecution, Allah never pleaded guilty. He always insisted that he was innocent of the murder of Graves. But you can call it a death sentence. I call it legalized murder. Imagine being protected by the law, like an agency being protected by law to take the life of another because the latter is guilty of murder. I think Allah should have been given more time to prove his case, since a co-defendant in the case, Stephen Golding, told the court that he testified against Allah under a secret deal he had with his prosecutors. He stated that his testimony was false. Here his words: Freddie Owens is not the person who shot Irene Graves at the Speedway on November 1997. Freddie was not present when I robbed the Speedway that day. Golding wrote in the sworn statement filed to the South Carolina Supreme Court, but his statement was not admitted by the court. I think Freddie's murder is uncalled for. Well, let us call it a death penalty, but to me I see it as a legalized murder, and it might also be planned, since the co-defendant's statement was not taken into consideration. What makes you think that the person carrying out the legalized murder is not guilty of murder as well? We can do better in a society as us. This revealed the hypocrisy in the legal system in various countries where death sentence is still happening. Because to me, death sentence seems like an hypocrisy, because an innocent person can be killed in the instant, while the real offender might be walking freely without anything happening to him.